my name is Sandy and welcome to Spare Time at Home. Today we're going to be doing an instructional series on power and endurance. Are you ready? Let's get going. So we are doing our first workout in the series. It's focusing on arms. We'll start from the floor, but we'll do 10 reps of 7 different exercises. Are you ready? Here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we start in a plank position, and it's called a rotating plank. So we put one hand in the center and we rotate to the side, and we come back to the center and we go to the second side. All right? So go ahead and join me. Here's 1 and 2, doing 10. If you find your body rocking a lot and you feel unstable, you can go to your knees, or you can widen your stride so you don't rock so much. 2 more, and last one right here. Good. Come on down, bring yourself back up. We're going to grab our weights and we're going to go to a chair squat. Second exercise, 10 reps, chair squat with the reverse fly. So we bend those knees. If you want, you can come up on the ball of your feet to get a little more balance. But otherwise, you're right here on the balls of your feet are flat-footed. And we bring those weights up and we squeeze our shoulder blades together for a reverse fly. Join me. 1. Here's 2 and 3. Good job. Belly tight so you keep that back supported. 5. Here's 6 and 7. 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Now we come to the floor. This is a new exercise for a lot of people, but we go to a plank. Whether you want to be kneeling or full body plank, it's up to you. I'll show you from the kneel during the demo, and then you can choose if you want full or kneeling. So here we are in a kneeling plank, and we take a weight, and we go back and we do a tricep kickback. And we'll do 10 of those per arm, okay? So you pick kneeling or full body. Let's go. So come on up, grab that weight, and kick it back. Here's 2 and 3, glutes are tight. 4, 5, here's 6 and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set that weight down, grab it with your second arm, and push it back. Tricep kick back. Here's 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Set that weight down. Coming up, and we're going to do an exercise. I call it Franco arms. There's a couple different versions of this, but I'll show you what we're going to do. It's an upright row. Go to a scarecrow, shoulder press, and we come back behind and we tap the weights. Upright row, scarecrow, shoulder, and back. Here we go. Join me. Upright row, shoulder, and back behind. There's 1. Up. Good. 2. Up. Shoulder press. 3. Upright row, scarecrow, and 4. And 5. Nice job. Keep your glutes tight. Here's 6. Upright row, scarecrow, shoulder, and down. 2 more, upright row, shoulder press, come back, last one, upright row, scarecrow, shoulder, and down. Great job. All right, so now we're going to do a bicep curl. So there's a number of ways to do bicep curl. If you feel better, you can stand right here and do bicep curl standing straight up. My challenge exercise for you is to come down into a low squat. So you can even rest your forearms on your thighs, but you're right here in a real deep squat, and 10 bicep curls. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, keep your belly tight. Come on. 4, 5, you got this. 6 and 7 and 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. And come on down to the floor. This is our 6th exercise coming up here. It's called a hollow man chest press or fly, but we're going to do a press. So you're going to come down into a hollow man position right here, and we'll work on a chest press. If that's too much for you, keep your feet on the ground and just tip your body back a little bit and do your chest press right here. We're doing 10, so you pick which works best for you. Here we go. Coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 5, 6, 7. Almost there. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. One more exercise. We're going to stand back up again. That's part of our workout right there, standing back up again and getting back down. So we take it to a nice wide V. We come down and we go up to a V shoulder press. So it's down and up. And once again, we want to take that squat nice and deep. So here we go. If you don't want to take it deep and you want a more modified, keep it a baby squat, and that's okay, all right? Or you can even go weight free on the arms, but here we go, 10 of them. Down and up, down, here's 2, good, and 3. Push those arms up. When you stand up, 5, glutes are tight, and stomach is pulled in. 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And there you go. That's 7 exercises for your arms. Get your little bit of your core and your legs too. I did 1 set with you. Now you go ahead and do 2 and 3. All right? There you go. All right, here we go. Second workout in our series, and this is going to be on our legs. So we're going to start nice right here, and we're just going to put our arms out wide and just going to bring our legs up for a heel tap right here. So everything you're going to do is 40 seconds on, 20 seconds to recover. So you'll do 40 seconds of heel taps right here, getting that inner thigh, all right? Second exercise of the group is a lunge. So we're going to come here, we're going to come back and touch the ground, touch the thigh, one hand down. You pick a reverse lunge, touch the ground. And you'll do this for 40 seconds, 20 seconds to recover. This is exercise number 2. So that's what this looks like, all right? Third exercise is an abduct. Hands are just right here. We come down and we abduct that leg, come down and abduct the second side. So we alternate one right and one left for 40 seconds. Abductors, so we get those glutes. Fourth exercise, ham curl. So we just come back. Opposite of that inner thigh touch, it's a ham touch, or a heel touch, so we get the hamstring going, okay? Hamstring curl. All right, 3, 2, you do that for 40 seconds. Next exercise is a jump squat. Now this is a little bit more cardio. You don't have to jump if you don't want to, but it's awesome for your legs, and so if you can jump, go ahead. 40 seconds, we'll be right here and jump for 40 seconds. This will get your heart rate going, okay? 40 seconds. All right, so that's your next exercise. The fifth one is called, or the sixth one is called a lizard. Now a lizard, we come down to the ground, and it can be done a lot of different ways to make it harder, but we're going to stay with the strength on this one. So we're going to come down into that plank, and we just bring the foot up by the hand, come back, foot up by the hand, and come back. So 40 seconds, just like this, lizard. All right, nice job. All right, and then our last exercise is a side-to-side lunge. So we're wanting to get forward, backward, side to side, in front and back of the leg. So we're just right here, we come and we lunge, come to the center, and lunge to the side. So we get a nice long leg here, come to the center, and lunge to the side. So we get that inner thigh, our body, our hips, stop us from going too far, come back center, right here, and come back center, all right? So 40 seconds per exercise, 20 seconds for recovery between each exercise, and you can go anywhere from 2 to 3 sets on this, all right? There you go. All right, everybody, workout number 3 in our series. So this one is gonna be on high impact exercises. As always, if you want to modify it, please do. Just be safe but have fun. So the first exercise I'm going to demonstrate for you is called a plank jack. So we go back down to our plank, and it's a plank jack with a shoulder tap. All these exercises will be 40 seconds on and 20 seconds to recover, and you'll do a couple sets of these, 2 to 3 sets, all right? So let me demonstrate what a plank. So here's your plank jack, right? Here's your base move. If you need to modify it, you go to a toe tap, right? So then we toss in a shoulder tap. So we're right here and here. So when we call it a plank jack with a shoulder tap, we're here and here. So here's your plank jack with a shoulder tap. All right, and you'll do that for 40 seconds. Then we come to the back of our mat, and I'll show you from here. We're right here. We do a little bit of a bear crawl. We come right here and we do a kick. We come back, bear crawl, little kick, come forward, little bear crawl, and kick, and come back and kick. And you'll do that for 40 seconds with a 20-second recovery. Fourth exercise is a belly burpee with a hop turn. You ready for that? Okay, so you can stay with the regular burpee if you want, and if your body doesn't do burpees, go to jumping jacks. That's totally okay. But here's what we're gonna do. I'll cue it. A burpee with 2 hop jumps. So here's your burpee. We come up, we jump, and we jump, and we burpee, and we jump, and we jump. So when you do your jumps, I want you one time to turn to your right and one time to turn to your left. So one more time, I'll do 2, 1 of each. So burpee, hop, jump, burpee, hop, and hop. All right, 40 seconds on, 20 off. Next exercise. Okay, so this is, it's a center squat, base move, center squat, rotate, side lunge, center squat, and a side lunge. So that's your base move. Here it is if you want it higher impact. Squat, lunge, jump, center, lunge, jump, center, side, center, side, center, side. Got it? 40 seconds on, 20 to recover. Next exercise, skaters, all right? So skaters are, the base move of a skater is like a step touch. That's your base move, modified. If you want, you're here and here. Now your hands can just go right to your knees. That's plenty. If you want to make it more challenging, get those hands down lower to the ground. Skaters, okay? 3, 2, and 1. So you'll do that for 40 seconds. And the very last exercise is we do 2 wide jumps, and we come center, we do 2 scissor jumps, and we go back to 2 wide. So let me show you what that looks like. 2 wide, 2 scissor, 2 wide, 2 scissor, 2 wide, 2 scissor, 2 wide, 2 scissor. All right, so those are your 6 exercises. You'll do each of those 40 seconds on and 20 seconds to recover, and you can go 2 to 3 sets. All right, have fun, get to work. All right, so here we go, workout number 4 of our series. This is on standing abs. So you can do weighted or non-weighted. The first exercise we're gonna do is a special K, and you'll do 10 reps of each exercise. So you're right here, one arm is up, and your second arm is here, and you just bring that knee up and come down and up and come down. And you do that 10 times per side. So this is called a special K, all right? The second exercise, you'll have your weights in one hand, and it's called a side bend oblique. So you can start with your knees flexed, your belly tight and your glutes tight, and just lean over. So you start right here. This is a simpler version, or even weight free is even simpler. But you can start here, all right? Or you can bring your hand up towards your head, or you can bring your hand overhead. So this is a side bend oblique. And you do 10 reps per side with this one, all right? So that's what that one is. Third exercise is we come into a squat, and we're going to reach overhead with our arms, and we're going to get those obliques one more time. So we come down and we reach up, and we come down and we reach up, and once again we do 10 of these. So 10 per side, just like this. So we reach up, get that nice long stretch, come down, reach up, belly tight, glutes tight, come down, all right? Fourth exercise, and it's called a tick-tock. So we've been warming up the legs on a little bit, and what we're going to do is we come down to a real deep squat. It's called a tick-tock. So we get into a sumo squat position, and we go side to side. So we keep our knees back and our belly tight and our back is strong as we tip side to side to get those obliques again. And you'll do 10 reps of these, 10 per side. All right. Next exercise is we put one leg forward. Once again, 10. And it's a stationary lunge. And we take the weights, we bring it to our chest, we push it out, and the same leg that's forward, we rotate those weights over to that side and bring it back out and to our chest. So it's out, over, back to the front, and bring it in. 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we do that 10 per side. So the next exercise we're going to do, we'll set one weight down simply because it's easier to hold on with one weight. If you want a heavier weight, or more weight, just grab a different weight. But I've got this one. And we just take our thumbs and we put our thumbs on our trapezius, not on our neck. So the weight doesn't touch our neck, it's just on our upper shoulders. And we just take it and we tip side to side. All right, so this is your side bend, obliques with your hands behind your head. All right, side bend with your hands behind your head. And do that 10 per side. The last exercise, if you want to do it, be very careful, but you take those arms up, knees flexed, belly tight, glutes tight. We've been practicing this all along, so that's why we practice it, so we're good at it now. And we just tip a little to the side, we come back center, and we tip a little to the side. And once again, 10 reps per side. A lot of these are left and rights, and so we just make sure that we do 10 on the left and 10 on the right. And there you go. 7 exercises for your core, standing core. All right, get to it. All right, so here we are with workout number 5 in our series. These are going to be abs from the ground. So go ahead and come to the ground and bring a set of weights with you just in case you want them. You don't have to use weights with them, but you can. The first one we're going to do is side-to-side abs. And so you'll do 10 of these per side. 1 weight or 2. Your feet can be on the ground as you do these side-to-side abs. They can be a little bit lifted up. They can be at a 90 degree, or they can be up on a boat pose. But side-to-side abs, you pick which way you want your legs. All right, 10 per side. The second exercise, we set 1 weight to the side and we just grab one. And it's called a figure 8. So we're right here, we lift up, and on this one we lift the feet up like this and we weave the weight in a figure 8 through our legs. So here's what it looks like. Over and under. All right, over and under. And then if you want to get tricky, switch directions. Helps your brain. Makes you have to think about which way you're going. But you do 10 both directions on that figure 8. Third exercise is a side plank with a hip dip, okay? So how you can go full arm or forearm, whichever works best for your body, and be right here. I'm going to pull my shirt up, just tuck it in a little bit so you can see my core a little bit better. But you're right here, and your feet can be out, have a kickstand, or you can have one leg down. But what you're going to do is you're going to be dip the hip and come back up, and dip and up. Arm can be up if you want, dip and up, 10 per side, 10 left and 10 right. All right. Fourth exercise, gosh, it goes by so fast, is ins and outs. So what we do on this one is if you want, you can come to your forearms, or you can be right here, or you can have your hands up. That's the hardest. So we bring the knees in and we come in and we go out and in and out, in and out. 10 of them. Goes by really fast because you're not doing left and right, you're just doing center. All right, so there you go. Next exercise is a lizard. So we come down, and sometimes I like to incorporate lizard with arms and core, but it's a good exercise. And so you're right here and you come up and up, okay? Bring that foot up by your hand so you're in that plank, and you can just work on holding this right here and up. Hold it, get a nice stretch on that hip flexor, pull your belly in and up and back and up and back. Nice job. All right, so flipping it back over to your backside, similar to the ins and outs, this one is called a knee grab. How it's different is we come all the way down into that hollow man position and we come up and grab our knees. Now if that's too difficult, please don't do it. Please do a roll up or something that you feel safe and comfortable with. But otherwise we come out to that hollow man and we come up, grab the knees and come out. Now if you need a breather up here, just hang on to those knees for a second. But we're going to do 10 of them. Out and in and out and in. Nice job. All right, last one. This is one that I get inspired every time I watch a Spartan race. And I just think those athletes are so strong, so I want to be like them one day. So we come down on our forearms and we're right here and we crawl up our mat, because like as if we're crawling under that barbed wire fence. That's where we came up with the name Spartan Crawl, from the Spartan race. So we come up and we crawl under that barbed wire fence, keep our hips low so we don't snag our shorts, and back and forth. So we go up 5 and back 5, and that's 10 total. And that right there is your abs from the ground, all right? Have fun with them. All right, so here we are with workout number 6 of our series. This one is on cardio. So the idea with it being cardio and how it differentiates between intensity intervals is that we try to go back to back to back with minimal rests. And so I've set it to where we'll do 30 reps of each exercise. Some of those reps will go faster and some will go a little bit lower, slower, but that's okay. So the first one that we're going to do is just I call it a 1, 2, 3. So we start to the side and we just do 1, 2, 3. Bring that knee up. 1, 2, 3. There's 3, 4, right? And we're going to do 30 of these. 1, 2, 3s. And that's what they are. To make those harder, you can always squat your body lower and get a little bit more of a thigh workout out of it. So the second exercise is a side-to-side hop. Now you can keep those side-to-side hops nice and tiny. All right, and if you don't even want to bounce, you can be here, but this is a cardio, so we want to try to get that heart rate up. So you can keep those hops really small, or if you want, you can start to take them and make them a little bit bigger, like a mogul jump. Okay, side-to-side hops, 30 of them. Third exercise is a scissor lunge. So you can start with like a reverse lunge and pulse it. This would be your modification. Scissor lunge, you can bounce a couple times and hop it up and switch. All right, but how a scissor lunge, if you want to get the most out of it, is to go hop, 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 okay? 30 times. And then the next exercise is a burpee with a mountain climber. So how we're going to do that is we're going to go down, do a burpee, do 6 mountain climbers, hop up. Now this is one of those that's going to take a long time. 30 burpees is a lot. So if you need to cut that in half, I totally get it. But if you want to try it, do 30. Here's what I'm talking about. Burpee, mountain, come up, jump it up. Hop it out, burpee, with that mountain climber, and hop, jump it out, mountain, and hop it up, all right? So 30 of those. Next exercise is a windmill squat. So base move is I'm just here, and I squat down. If I want to make it harder, I add a little hop to that. So it's here, and here, and here. My arms are a windmill, and I'm jumping that jump squat. 3, 2, and 1. 30 of those. Last exercise of this series, you can tell, it kicks your butt. It's good for you though, all right? It's a jack squat. So base move, single down, okay, single down. That's your base move. Second would be a double down, right? If you want, single down, hop, double down, hop, or if you want, full jack squat. Okay, nice job. All the way up. 3, 2, and 1. So on those, 30 of those also. So the idea is you do 30 reps per exercise. Try to go as much as you can, back to back to back. Take a water break if you need it though. But work on that. 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets, and you're good. There you go. Great job, you guys. Now get to work. All right, guys, here we go. Workout number 7 of our series. This is low impact, so your feet never need to leave the ground other than getting from one exercise to the other. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna do squats. So we come down and up. Now when we do squats, the squat I'm demoing is like a wide plie squat. So some of the principles stay the same. Pull the belly in, and when you're right here, squeeze the glutes as you come up. So you're not just relying upon the legs to push you back up. You've got the glutes and the core working for you too. So just a squat, right? Just nice and calm, down and up. And when you take it slower, you're able to let your body come down a little bit lower. So you can work on that and get that 90-degree created right there. When you go fast and you're trying to do a lot, we have a tendency to shorten the exercise. So low impact is great because we can just take the hips nice and low and really work on that low squat, okay? And those you'll do 20 reps of, 20 squats. Modified jacks. So we've all seen jumping jacks like this. But what I find over time is that some people shouldn't do jacks. And so they might just be right here, and here, and here. And even people with shoulder problems, right here. Okay, it's a seal jack on the arms, and it's a little bit of a kick right here. Good. Modified seal jack or modified full jack. All right, there you go. Next exercise is just a standing crunch. So your hands come up here, and just for starters, you're just leaning and leaning and leaning side to side. Now, if you want, bring that knee up and do a little side crunch. Don't make it fast. Come up, feel those abs, keeping your leg up, come back down, feel those abs, keep that leg up, come back down, standing crunch, okay? There you go. And if you want, cross over the front of your body as if you can envision yourself on the floor, crunching and crunching, but you're doing it from the stand, standing crunch. So you can keep your knee forward, or you can keep it out to the side. You pick, all right? Fourth exercise is a reverse lunge or a slow-mo mountain climber. So the base move would be just a reverse lunge right here and up and here and up. So this is your base move. If you want, slow-mo mountain climber looks like this. So you're right here and you just come up and up and up. So once again, it's not high impact, it's low impact, 10 reps to 20, all right? Come on up. Next exercise, we're gonna go back down to the ground. It's called a glute bridge march. So right here, we're in a reverse plank, and we come up like this. This is a reverse plank glute march, okay? Now from the bridge, we just lower ourselves down to the ground, lift our hips up, and we do the same thing. Just do that little march. A glute bridge march. Work those hamstrings. So when you land on your heels, then it forces your hamstrings to have to kick into gear. So we're after the glutes and the hamstrings on this one. Now, the next exercise we're going to do is a push-up. And there's two ways you can do this. You can go and do a kneeling push-up into a child's pose. And child's pose is pretty much everybody's favorite position, but I'll show it to you from the side. So here we are in a kneeling push-up. We come down, and we just push back into a child's pose. And we come here, get ready for that push-up, come down, and push back. All right? Now if you want, you can take it to a full body push-up if that works best for your body. Do your push-up, and go back to a bear crawl. Come up, push up, and go back to bear crawl. All right? So on these, anywhere between 10 and 20 per, you have to do what's best for your body. I'm giving you a lot of flexibility on this one, but I want you to stay safe and I want you to have fun and get stronger. All right, and the last one we're gonna do is just a nice way to conclude this series because it's a nice and low impact. It's called an inchworm. Our feet are about hip width apart, our knees are slightly flexed. We pull our belly in and we really try to make a flat back. So we get a nice hamstring stretch here. We bring our hands down, soften those knees if you need to, bring your hands down and walk them out to a plank and come back up. All right, inchworm. So that from here, we pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, and roll yourself back up, stacking each vertebrae on top of each other. So from the side, what that looks like is my belly's tight, my back is strong, my knees are slightly flexed, I'm looking a little bit ahead. I come down, get that nice hamstring stretch, walk it out, come to a plank, hold it for a moment, and walk it back up. 10 to 20 inchworms, okay? So there you go. That's 7 different low impact exercises that you're welcome to do, 10 to 20 reps, and 1, 2, or 3 sets. All right, have fun. All right, guys, here we are, workout number 8 of our series. This is no equipment needed. So if you're on vacation or if you're at a staycation, then you can do these exercises without any equipment at all. So the first one we're going to do is a push-up, a form of a push-up. A lot of people know how to do push-ups, and you're always welcome to do any style of push-up you want, but I'm going to show you a push-up. It's called a spider push-up. So we're going to come down in a full body or kneeling, and all we're going to do, I'll show you from the side, is we're right here in a push-up, and we bring one knee up, and we do a push-up, and we bring the second knee up and do a push-up. So from the front, here we are. Bring that knee up, do a push-up, come down, and come back up. All right, so a spider push-up. On these, I would like you to do like 30 seconds of this, and so do your spider push-ups for 30 seconds, as many reps as you can in that 30 seconds, all right? Then you'll take a 15-second breather to transition and rest between exercises. So the second exercise, we're just gonna flip it over, and your hands are behind you, hips come up, and you're just gonna do a tricep dip. So you're down and up and down and up. Now, if you're somewhere where you've got a really solid surface, like maybe a bathtub or a chair against a wall that's not going to move on you at all, you're going to do tricep dips from that. But right here, if we don't have that piece of equipment, right, then we're right here and we do those tricep dips. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do those for 30 seconds. The third exercise we're going to do is called a side plank with a toe tap. So we get ourselves up into that side plank, forearm or full arm. Hand can be here or on the ground to give you more stability, but we take that top leg and we tap and tap and tap and tap. 30 seconds, toe tap with a side plank. And after you do this for 30 seconds, you'll switch it over and do the other side. All right? All right, so now I get asked a lot the difference between a mountain climber, a rock star, and a lizard for cardio. So I'm just going to take a moment and I'm going to show you all three of those because you don't need any equipment, just your body. So the first one I'm going to show you is a mountain climber. So you're right here and your knees will come up and they'll line up with your elbows. So you're right here for a mountain climber, okay? So that's your mountain climber. Now a rock star, your feet come to the outside, your knees come to the outside of your elbows and your feet come a little bit to the outside of your mat. So you're right here. So you're here, okay? And your hands stay in one spot, but it's like a rock star. Now the third exercise I'm going to demo is a cardio lizard. And if you've ever done a lizard before, I'll show you the slow lizard, the strength lizard, the stretch lizard, then I'll show you the cardio. So here's your regular lizard, right? And then on a lizard, your arms and your hands move a little bit. Just like, kind of like what a real lizard does. If you ever see a gecko move, they kind of move like this. Well, that's what you're going to do right here. So then we come here, and we come here. Okay. Voila, there's your lizard. All right, and then the last exercise we're going to show you, and you do one of those three, mountain, rock star, or lizard, 30 seconds, 15 seconds between. The last exercise we're going to do is a reverse lunge with a kick. So we come here and kick, here and kick. And when you do that reverse lunge, bring that knee low and kick at that arm if you want. Okay, 30 seconds per side. Yeah, there you go. All right, so each of those exercises, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds to transition from exercise to exercise and to get a drink, towel off if you need it, and there you go. Your no equipment needed workout, all right? Thanks guys, get to it, have fun and be safe.